It is so much mindset. You have to know your worth. You have to know, I might not have ever done this, but I know I can do it. I know I can do it. And you have to position yourself as someone who is going to go in and really help their business. It's all about their business. What are you going to do for them?
So let's keep talking about some of these job leads and how you reach out. And I have Stacy Covitz here. She's an ads manager. And I'd love to hear from you about your art of reaching out.
Well, goodness. Thank you, Emily. It's so great to be here. And I can't believe I am following the brilliant Robin because holy cow. But my beginnings are a little bit different. I did not come loaded with experience. I stayed at home with babies for 21 years and talk about scared, talk about terrified. I was a hot mess. And then I found Emily and I found the work group and I knew I was smart. I knew I could learn things. I've been online since like 2008 doing things. And I started out as a VA. So I started out at I don't even want to share how much I got paid for my first job doing just everything. And
Wait, who got paid less, you or me? I was $10 an hour. What did you do?
okay, I was more than you, but it was later. It was later. It was 2020, right? So yeah, I think it was, I don't know, $20 an hour, 18, 19. I thought it was great.
Did that
I was
too.
like,
I did that too.
I don't have to go to an office and I'm going to get $20 an hour. It didn't take long before I realized, oh, that's not very much. I could get so much more. And I will piggyback on what Katie had said, and that's like specializing. So I became a Facebook ads manager and then got into the strategy and became that. And as far as the warm job lead, when I was pitching my services, I would see a job, and the one that I can think of specifically that ended up being one of my favorite clients of all time, you know, what Robin had said, like, do your research, see who this person is, what do they like, like get to know them as a person. And I think my strategy was like to really show a little bit of my personality
I
because
love that.
I'm a lot. And I figured I want to show who I am because I want to be able to be myself when I'm working with this person, whoever it is. So I always show a little bit of my personality and it's a little bit humor. And I try not to be like inappropriate humor, but so the one client I'm thinking of specifically, she was a blogger and she was kind of an influencer as well. So a chef and food and all of the stuff. And when I reached out to her, first I complimented her business and oh, it seems so great. And I see that you're interested in this. And, I talked about my experience and how I could do that. And I would love to, you know, showcase her with the work that I'm doing. And I signed off like, all right, well, time to go make some lousy chicken or some boring chicken or something like that. And she wrote back, oh, I could help you with chicken if you help me with my social media, and she ended up
What?
being just a great fit. I'm a different demographic than a lot of people. I'm a little bit older. So I think that I speak to that, when there's job leads for that.
You own it, which is good because not everybody wants to hire a 19-year-old in their business.
Yes, yes, and I do. I think I even have that in my one-sheeter, which is, Gen Xer. And this particular person actually said to me, you had me at that. You had me at Gen Xer.
Oh my God, this should give people so much hope to show up as them because we don't want to work with a client where we're not comfortable or we hate life. Otherwise, we go back to our corporate job and our bosses, breathing over us there. But I love that because it can be so
Yeah,
fun to work
seriously.
with clients who you've just meshed with.
Yeah, because I worked in corporate in a office, a bro office, financial
Mm.
industry. I was invisible, you guys, invisible, because I'm not only a woman, but I'm an old woman.
And here you're saying you turn that into your advantage, and that is also part of that positioning piece we talked about, right? Where you're very clear who you are, what you stand for, and what makes you different, and you own that. Okay, so you had a signature sign off, and sometimes I do that in my emails. I'm like, you know, I don't know. All I can think of is the middle finger jokes that I did in a couple emails because I was in middle finger physical therapy. But
Yeah.
like the sign off is a good one to add a little bit of humor. Are there any other places in the email where you can showcase that? And I like what you did there because you're paying attention. You were doubly smart with the lousy chicken because you tied it back to her business, which was really strategic.
Yes, yes, and I did, and there was another one I reached out to too, that she did something with theater, and I think I phrased my reach out email subject line based on the name of her business,
Hmm.
and I stood out to her, and she immediately wanted to have a discovery call. So, if you're a little bit unsure of your experience or something like that, we can all be a little bit creative to make ourselves stand out, right?
Yeah.
And the work group honestly was Emily and all of the other people in the group as far as mindset. It is so much mindset. You have to know your worth. You have to know, I might not have ever done this, but I know I can do it. I know I can do it. And you have to position yourself as someone who is going to go in and really help their business. It's all about their business. What are you going to do for them? And whatever you can do up front so they can start immediately thinking, wow, and follow up,
Yeah.
follow
She
up.
cares. Like, wow, actually cares about my business. I think that's what you're saying.
Well, 100%. And, a lot of times if you don't hear back right away, you feel like, oh, you could start telling yourself stories.
Hmm.
Oh, I wasn't good enough, someone else, all of that garbage. And instead of follow up because I follow up and got a response. Oh, thank you. And thank you for being so organized. So now, oh, she's
Mm.
organized. I need someone organized. I'm a mess, So there's a lot of little ways to stand out when you're trying to get a client that is a warm lead. Because even though it's a warm lead, doesn't mean you're a shoe in. There's still
I'm
other people.
so glad you said that. And it really is about being memorable. And I'm going to tie it back to looking serious about your business, but looking like you're going to be fun to work with because the client's thinking the same thing. Like, I don't want a Debbie Downer on my team, or, the personalities need to fit. And like, that's like a whole nother topic. But I want to know that this is going to be a good fit on many different levels.
Right, right. And I think also positioning yourself as not the pick me energy, right?
Mm.
Because, you know, I'm certainly not everyone's cup of tea. And I'm not going to present myself as a good fit for everybody because I'm not. But
Yeah.
I'll let me give some numbers because this is fun. I like to know people's numbers. Just from 2 clients in the work group, I have brought in $53,000.
My God, I had no idea. I might start crying. Oh my God. And I think about your older daughters like going through college and get, married, cruises, and like how much that brings back to your family. Like, what does this do for you?
Yeah, no, it's amazing because I don't do project work typically, it's
Hmm.
retainers. So, you get 1 or 2 good retainers, it's like you don't have to have that feast or famine, "Oh my gosh, where am I gonna get my next client?" You do
Yeah.
a good job and yeah. So, I thought that would be a fun thing to share.
Two
Talk about
clients.
ROI, right?
Oh my God. Thank you. Again, I did not ask for that. Like surprising me. It's like the best gift ever. Yeah, it's crushing it. And owning who you are in the same process. Like, that's so inspirational. And that's why it's good to be in a collective where people are showing you what's possible and inspiring you. They're not always your direct competition. There's a couple people who do ads in the work group, but you guys aren't right for every client. We offer different packages, we have different capacity. There's different types of ads, let alone. And so it's just nice to know that we come from a place of abundance here and we support each other and we use it for good.
Honestly, you do this kind of work, which I'm an introvert, I love being alone and
Yeah.
behind the scenes,
Mhm.
but once a month to get to see everyone's faces and to be able to have someone to bounce things off of, like, "Oh, what do you think of this?" And it's just amazing to have, like, colleagues,
Yeah.
and we can refer each other, and plus Emily, even though I'm older than she is, she's like mama bear, and she, like, takes really, really good care of us, and she wants to make sure people are treating us well as well. So,
Yeah.
anyway,
Oh, thank you for that. I was just kind of rattling in my head, I was thinking about, yeah, mother of unicorn. I think we put that in some of my copy. I think of,
oh,
like,
okay.
Daenerys.
I didn't know. No, I mean, because it's, sometimes like, I remembered we did a one-sheeter program together. Like, I didn't even
Mhm,
have that.
mhm.
And sometimes you hear stuff that might hurt your feelings,
Yeah.
but that's what I need
Like, you can do
sometimes.
better. You can do better.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Anyway, so,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you for sharing
Thank you
that.
for having me.
There's one thing I really love about the work group, and I love when you do this and other members do this, and they're like, "Hey, this is what's changed. This is what's new. Did you know, I don't know, a popular ad is this, or this is working with strategies, or Facebook got rid of that." And that's always helpful too, collectively, but it is good for each member because you're also positioned as the person who's staying top of mind within that service. And so I think about you with ads, and I'm like, I know we can go to Stacy, we can go to Robin, and we can ask, like, what's happening here? What did we get rid of? Oh, no more domain verification. Okay, great. So thank you for
Yeah.
how you show up in the work group and helping all of us too.
Thank you. No, and it's so true, and we all get to know each other and what each
Mm,
other does, and you'll get tagged in the work group. It's like, "Oh, thank you."
yes, yes.
So
Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Stacey.